So lunchtime, it's together time. We're going to sing gratitude. We're going to help the children be aware of what they're starting to bring their bodies into that place of, I'm going to be consuming food, I'm going to be digesting, this is a rest period. How can I bring my body into a rhythm of receiving? And so we're singing gratitude, we're winding it down a bit. We're in community, we're talking with one another. It's a time for the children to engage one another, tell each other stories. And it's also a time for us to tell stories. One of the most magical things that you can bring into this pause period is oral storytelling. And some of us may not be comfortable with that yet because, you know what, it's not really part of our society anymore. But as nature-connected humans, and as humans who are starting to bring back those tethers from our ancestors, we are going to be bringing that awareness, that storytelling, that oral tradition back into our practices with young children, because it is the way that we carry knowledge. Through story and song, we carry knowledge forward through the generations. There is no better way. It is the way that humans have remembered knowledge since the beginning of time. And so it's our time to walk those timelines back and engage with our ancestral lineage and bring it forward through story, through imagination. Furthermore, oral stories are going to help children with a critical element of development, which is picturing things in their mind. Our brains learn through pictures. And when we can give the children an opportunity to absorb an oral story, a story that doesn't have pictures in front of them, they are developing their own pictures in their mind, and they are building neural pathways and imagining. And imagination is one of the highest faculties of the brain. It is one of the highest faculties of cognitive development in the child, and so the more we can engage the child's imagination, the better. That isn't to say that you can't bring in a story from a book during that time. The kids are going to love that as well. So maybe alternate between bringing in those books with beautiful illustrations and stories that engage their awareness and stories from the land, and also your own stories. Or perhaps you've learned a story over time from a particular lineage, or from your own lineage, or just from, building your own awareness of place and noting who occupies that place. Bring those stories, tell them out loud to the children. I swear you will have them entranced because of that process that is going on in their mind. While you're telling that story, they are completely engrossed in building those pictures in their mind, imagining what is going on in that story for themselves. And that story also becomes them in that period of time. They become the story. And then you will see, once you close up that lunchtime, I bet they're going to start acting out that story. As they go back into their nature space, you're going to see that in their play. You're going to see those themes emerging from those storylines, and they're going to be making it their own. And that ownership is further in training those storylines, and it's their active work with those themes that promotes true deep learning and development in the child.